Chapter 51. Are you polite? You are listening at novelfull.audio. For several days, Xiuyu did not see Mito. The Mito people told Xiuyu that he was learning an advanced sealing technique, and he couldn't show up for a while. Xiuyu followed Uzumaki Masahiko to continue to learn more advanced knowledge of sealing techniques. After these days of contact, Uzumaki Masahiko has been completely numb. It doesn't make sense to be a genius or not. Meaningless. It won't last long if this goes on, and I don't even have anything to teach, from the 4-element seal to the fire sealing seal, to the 5-element seal, and even the 4-element seal. I learned one by one. Among them, the Xixiang seal is the most impressive. After all, it is my shit-stirring stick, the master of the black pot, half of Hokage, the root under my Danzo's dying counterattack. But I don't know why he is so powerful. The S-level sealing technique actually only sealed one bridge in the end. It took Xiuyu almost a week to learn the Xixiang sealing technique. After all, this S-level sealing technique is very difficult and dangerous to learn, so it became an S-level ninjutsu. I am very grateful to Masahiko for teaching Xiuyu, although I don't know why Masahiko is responsive to his learning requirements. No matter how complicated and secret the sealing technique is, he is willing to teach him everything. Xiuyu didn't care what tricks the Whirlpool clan was trying to sell, but the Whirlpool clan really felt the sincerity towards him. Everyone seemed to regard themselves as the juniors of the Uzumaki clan, and they gave as much as they could, which moved Xiuyu very much. Xiuyu, now that you have mastered a lot of sealing techniques, are you still willing to continue learning? In fact, there are several powerful sealing techniques in the clan. It's just that it's not easy to learn, but it's practical. Sex is really not very high. I don't know what you mean. Masahiko has taught a lot of things, and the rest are basically the bottom of the box. Asking Xiuyu now, just let him make the next decision by himself. Uncle Masahiko, can you tell me what other sealing techniques are there? Xiuyu naturally felt that the more the better. There are still several S-level sealing techniques. Listen carefully. Sealing of dead ghosts, S-level. Sealing technique, Sihaiwei Mao Suziyu Wuasai hands together. This sealing technique can summon the god of death, and then the god of death will cut it off with a sword. You attack the target's soul and devour it in your belly, thus sealing the enemy's soul. But the price of such a powerful sealing technique is death. Death will also harvest the caster's soul after collecting the enemy's soul. So this is a ninjutsu that must die. Although it was developed by my Uzumaki family, almost no one has used it. Immortal art Mingshinman, it is rumored that it is an immortal technique handed down from the period of the 6 paths. It is necessary to master the immortal technique to perform this technique. But it is a pity that our Whirlpool clan has not mastered the legendary immortal technique, so although this sealing technique is said to be able to suppress it forcibly tailed beast, but no one from the Uzumaki clan has ever used it successfully. For Scarlet Sun formation, gather 4 ninjas with top-level chakras, and then open a cuboid barrier of red transparent flames in the 4 directions of east, west, north, south, and can isolate the target from the outside world. The barrier comes with the red flames cannot allow outsiders to enter the barrier, nor can enemies inside the barrier escape from the barrier. Once you touch the walls of the barrier, you will be burned by the flames. The 4 Scarlet Yang formation, our Uzumaki clan, can display it, but because it requires the cooperation of 4 people, basically it has to reach the strength of the Senju Buddha Room and Uchiha Taijima, and only 4 of them can display it. Now it can be displayed in the whole world. The only ones who perform this technique are our Whirlpool clan. Because even if other ninjas can learn and master this sealing technique, there are not enough people to perform it. Our Uzumaki clan is born with huge chakra, and it can still be performed by 4 elders together. So this ninjutsu is really not practical. After all, it is also unlikely that one person can activate this sealing technique. Masahiko Uzumaki didn't say anything, but it aroused Xiuyu's interest even more. Then I'm curious, senior, if you use the shadow clone to perform this ninjutsu, will it work? Shadow clone. Are you talking about the physical clone ninjutsu created by that kid Tamona? It should be fine in theory, but it's impossible in practice. Masahiko denied Xiuyu's idea. Why is it possible in theory but impossible in practice? Xiuyu didn't understand. Logically speaking, it should be possible. Hashirama can do it with a wooden avatar, but there's no reason why a shadow avatar can't do it. At most, it's more difficult. Why? There are so many carrots, as if you don't need money, maybe it's really possible. Masahiko Uzumaki couldn't help but see the little pervert in front of him. That's too much, Uncle Masahiko, why don't you ask for money for my chakra? You are polite, Xiuyu complained silently. There is also an ultimate enhanced version, 6 Scarlet Sun Formation. 6 Scarlet Sun Formation is launched by ninjas of the 6 levels. It is a hexagonal barrier of red transparent flames, which is equivalent to the ultimate upgraded and enhanced version of 4 Red Sun Formation. Xiuyu discovered that Uncle Masahiko spoke in a different way. Uncle Masahiko, you also came here through time travel, right? Unfortunately, there are only cultivation methods in the group, but no one has practiced this sealing technique. After all, people like Fugen Taijima are already top ninjas. We have seen 6-level ninjas there. After all, even the immortals of the 6 paths are a long-standing legend. Except for those in the Uzumaki clan who believed in the existence of the immortals of the 6 paths because of the well-preserved ancient books, everyone else regards them as myths and legends. Uncle Masahiko, Hashirama, and Madara will soon be able to drive a Gundam battle in the past few years. How can Fuma and Taijima be considered the top ninjas? The sage of the 6 paths is always observing every move in the ninja world in the Pure Land. Uncle Masahiko, if you can live for more than 10 years, it will be wonderful. Except for the scrolls that we can only provide for learning the 6 Scarlet Sun formations above, I can teach you the others. Personally, I don't think learning is very meaningful. It's either too laborious or requires one life for another. Masahiko Uzumaki, it is very open to see that some sealing techniques of the Whirlpool clan will die as soon as they are cast. If the timing is not right, the enemy may not necessarily die, but oneself will die. That it is mainly for the last resort of defending the village, and it is not a normal hole card at all. Uncle Masahiko, have you ever heard a saying, children make choices, and I want them all? Xiuyu played a trick. Adults know that everything will be too much for the body. Uzumaki Masahiko raised his eyelids, as if you are just greedy, don't think I can't see it. Since this is the case, come with me. Let's go see the Great Elder. The following sealing techniques are basically impossible for me to perform alone. Let us elders teach you together. Little baby, let's go. The old naughty boy Masahiko said, very to verbally take advantage of Xiuyu. Okay, Uncle Masahiko. Chapter 52, Mito's Knee Pillow. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Oh. Isn't this Xianghe? Uzumaki Masahiko joked when he saw Uzumaki Xianghe. Humph. Xianghe didn't like Masahiko, and didn't bother to talk to him. Today is the day when the 4 elders made an appointment to teach Xiuyu the 4 Scarlet Sun formation together. This level of S-level sealing technique is no longer something an elder can perform. Uzumaki Masahiko, Uzumaki Xianghe, Great Elder, and Uzumaki Yueshan, for Uzumaki clansmen, showed Xiuyu the 4 Scarlet Sun formation. Although Masahiko didn't know why Xiuyu was so interested in the 4 Scarlet Sun formation. Anyway, the Great Elder also said that Xiuyu could learn as long as he wanted to learn what the Uzumaki clan had. Masahiko didn't know that Xiuyu wanted to start with the formation of 4 Red Yangs, and then learn the formation of 6 Red Yangs. After all, Obito's 6 Red Sun formations could even directly trap thousands of troops in the ninja world during the Fourth World War. For the large-scale sealing enchantment technique, the formation of 4 Red Yangs is the apex, and the formation of 6 Red Yangs is the pinnacle. If 6 ninjas of the 6 paths level launch the 6 Scarlet Yang formation, can they trap the decent Otsutsuki people? Of course, it's a pity that finding 6 ninjas of 6 levels is probably not as difficult as single-handed Datong Mujin style Peach style. The 4 highly respected people of Uzumaki brought Xiuyu to the most extensive training ground of Uzumaki clan, preparing to demonstrate the power of the 4 Scarlet Sun formations. Xiuyu, you are serious about it? You only have one chance today. The 4 Scarlet Sun formation is too big, and it is very troublesome to use. I can only show you once today. If you don't get the point today, you can only show it to you tomorrow. The Great Elder carefully explained to Xiuyu the essence of the 4 Scarlet Sun formation. Okay, Great Elder, I have already remembered. Scatter, prepare, and seal, for Scarlet Sun formation. Immediately, a huge fiery red enchantment rose up, square, and flames flowed continuously on the barrier of the enchantment. Elders, can I try the power of this barrier? Xiuyu proposed to test the strength of the barrier. Boy, attack with all your strength. You can do whatever you want. Masahiko replied arrogantly, not caring at all. Then I'd rather be respectful than obedient. Xiuyu began to mobilize all the chakras in his body, preparing to perform the art of controlling the earth, Emperor the Earth, Earth Lion role. This is the Earth Escape ninjutsu developed by Xiuyu after thinking about the art of controlling the earth. It refers to the moves of the old strong golden lion in his previous life memory. The principle is very simple, that is, to mobilize the rock and soil of the whole land to directly crush the 4 red sun formations by using the huge chakra through the power of the earth. The huge rock and soil gathered into a huge lion, as high as, meters, and the rolling earth waves hit the 4 red sun formations. Oh, you really deserve to be Xiuyu. This kind of terrifying earth escape can change the terrain in an instant. While maintaining the 4 Scarlet Sun formation, the Great Elder still had the time to observe Xiuyu's ninjutsu. With this ninjutsu alone, the Great Elder was sure that Xiuyu had already surpassed Senju Buddha and Uchiha Taijima. It's true that there are talented people from generation to generation, and each has been in the limelight for hundreds of years. I am old. Mito girl has a really good vision. In a blink of an eye, the lion roll hit the barrier of the 4 Scarlet Yang formations, and the barrier remained motionless. It's really solid, so what about this? Xiuyu raised his hands, and 100-meter stone lions with 1 head, 2 heads, and 3 heads stepped out of the ravine one after another, and once again swept towards them with billowing earth waves. Is this move done casually? The boy is perverted. I am exhausted to death. Zheng Yan complained when he saw 3 stone lions appearing at Xiuyu. Ha ha ha, young man, the firepower is strong, and the chakra is enough. You guys maintain the barrier well, don't be ashamed if you make a fool of yourself. Yes, Great Elder X3. Of course, there was no suspense in the final result. Even Xiuyu's Earth Lion role couldn't do anything about it. It can only be said that the defense of the 4 red sun formations has exceeded the upper limit of the power of the Earth Lion role, and there is no way to break through the defense. Xiuyu carefully observed the operation process of the 4 elders and began to practice carefully. This time, there is no way to learn one of the 4 red sun formations. After all, this level of sealing technique is no longer Chinese cabbage. Saiji Luosha is at the level of shadow, and Hashirama is also at the level of shadow. Can these 2 shadows be the same? It is also an S-level sealing technique, but the Lixiang seal is much simpler. It's easy to learn and doesn't require much chakra. Most of the learning ninjas of the 4 red sun formation can't even satisfy their chakras. While Xiuyu was practicing the 4 Scarlet Yang formation, Uzumaki Mito finally successfully learned the Yin seal. After learning it, the first thing to do is to go to Xiuyu to share her joy. Hearing that Xiuyu was at the training ground, he hurried over. Who knew that? Xiuyu could hear Xiuyu yelling 4 Scarlet Sun formation. At the entrance of the training ground, the entire venue was covered by a huge red enchantment. This is the formation of 4 red suns. Xiuyu has already learned the formation of 4 red suns. He is indeed the man I like. It finally succeeded. Xiuyu used the shadow clone to practice the 4 Scarlet Sun formation, and finally succeeded once today. The main reason is that the shadow clone is too fragile, and the continuous maintenance of the enchantment is prone to problems. From this point of view, the wooden avatar in Jujian is indeed a divine skill among the avatars. Xiuyu. Mito greeted Xiuyu excitedly. Seeing that Mito was coming, He disarmed the 4 red sun formations and the shadow clone. A strong sense of fatigue hit Xiuyu's mind, his eyes darkened, and he almost fell down. Mito hurried up to support Xiuyu, and asked with concern, "What's wrong with you, Xiuyu?" "It's okay, it's just that I've been practicing the 4 scarlet sun formation for the past few days, and I don't have much time to sleep. I'm too tired, so there's nothing wrong with it." Xiuyu signaled Mito not to be nervous, and there was nothing wrong with his body. "Let me take you to rest for a while. It's on the stone platform at the back of the mountain, where we watched the sunset last time." Looking at the setting sun that was gradually setting in the west, the two watched quietly, enjoying the rare tranquility. "Would you like to lie down for a while, Xiuyu? There are pillows here." The blushing Uzumaki Mito pointed to his thigh. Mito is now kneeling on the ground with his 2 jade legs together. "It's a knee pillow that I can't refuse." "Well, I feel very tired all of a sudden. It's good to lie down for a while." Xiuyu simply lay down and pillowed on Mito's lap. The soft touch supported the back of Xiuyu's head well. There is also a faint aroma in the nose. "Hey, Mito, what kind of perfume do you use?" "No, I don't use perfume." "Then why does your body smell so good?" Mito's face turned even redder, and it was unclear whether it was the red of the setting sun or the red of hormones. Gradually, a soft snore sounded. Mito looked at Xiuyu's delicate face. "For a while, I don't know if I am intoxicated by love, or I am obsessed with Xia Tian." Chapter 53 The Real World. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Uchiha Xiuyu, we have already obtained relatively accurate information. If there is no accident, the war between Uchiha and Senju will start in just 2 or 3 days. The great elder Xiuyu summoned him and told him that information over time. If you are going to act, you have to prepare now. I don't know which side you are going to stand on. Thank you for the information from the great elder. In fact, I have already made a decision. I am not going to participate in the war this time. I am going to save them. Although not helping each other means that both sides are offended, but I have no regrets. Xiuyu had already said, having made a decision, this time I am caught between Hashirama and Madara, so I can only act willfully. Have you really thought it through? Usually you can't please both sides in the end. The great elder sighed. Xiuyu nodded. The essence of this war is that there has been a long-standing grudge between Uchiha and Senju, and everyone needs to vent. Madara and Hashirama are now moving toward their dreams. Then I won't persuade you anymore. This time, our Uzumaki clan is not good to intervene. You bring Mito Uzumaki, Masahiko Uzumaki, and Hibiki Uzumaki together. It is right to go out for a tour and give you a helping hand. Xiuyu suddenly felt that he deserved it. Originally, he had spent so many sealing techniques for nothing in the Uzumaki clan, but now he went to the battlefield and the great elder even sent the Uzumaki clan to help. It was not until today that Xiuyu knew that the sealing technique of the Uzumaki clan was indeed not rumored, and even a man from a foreign race was not eligible to learn it. That it wasn't because he was Mito's favorite object that he taught himself, it was simply because the Uzumaki people were optimistic about him. They didn't make any demands or restrictions. It has to be said that the Whirlpool clan treats Xiuyu sincerely. You don't have to feel ashamed. We, the Uzumaki clan, will pay without asking for anything in return. You just need to treat Mito girl well in the future. The great elder saw Xiuyu's indebtedness. Yes, great elder. Go to Mito and the others, they've already packed up, you can leave today. The great elder didn't speak anymore, and waved his hand, signaling Xiuyu to go. Looking at the back of Xiuyu going away, the great elder sighed softly. I don't know if this is right or wrong. The fate of the Uzumaki clan is left to Mito and you. After they packed up, they left Uzumaki village and started on their way. Xiuyu, I can finally go out with you this time. Mito was still excited. Every route with Xiuyu was fresh. Mito's innocence also infected Xiuyu, and now the war seemed less cruel. The two of them were chatting in the front while hurrying along. Although it was a bit too crazy in this warring states era, Xiuyu now has confidence in his own strength. Otsutsuki can't come out. Hashirama, Madara and himself are the strongest in the world. Uzumaki Masahiko and Uzumaki Hibiki followed slowly behind, for fear of being rejected by them if they followed too closely. Su Xiuyu was fine, and knew how to be respectful, but Mito's girl had a rather poisonous mouth, and if she prevented her from getting along with Su Xiuyu alone, she would definitely be hated. Hey, poor us two old guys will be sprinkled with dog food when we come out, and we will suffer this crime even when we are old. Hey, Masahiko, please don't put me with you. I have a wife, and the old couple is very loving. You are the only one here who nobody wants. Xiang he immediately sarcastically said. Damn it. Xianghe, what do you mean by this? What do you mean I'm the only one who doesn't want it? Masahiko whimpered. Didn't I make it clear enough? Aren't you the only one here who is single? My dogs all have companions, so you're the only one. Mito and Su Xiuyu are also in an adulterous relationship, so how about you? Xianghe, let me tell you. When I accidentally blew up the toilet, I did it on purpose. I just watched you in the toilet. Are you happy now? Masahiko blew himself up angrily. Damn it. Have you finally told the truth after all these years? I knew you did it on purpose. Look, I won't smash your mouth this time. After speaking, the two started fighting in the back, but when the fight returned, the two were still very measured and did not use ninjutsu. Su Xiuyu asked hesitantly, should we wait for the two of them and help them mediate? Don't worry about them. They have been fighting for decades. They have their own sense of proportion. Don't worry too much. Do you remember that I was alone when you first saw me? In fact, they were there at the time, running to the outside to fight up. So you didn't see them then. Mito was confident that you don't need to let them go, so Su Xiuyu didn't say anything. Mito, how much the Uzumaki village has invested in me. There's no need for pressure. Mito signaled Su Xiuyu that he didn't need to mention these things. Even if the clan doesn't teach you the sealing technique, I will teach you, and the final result is the same. Su Xiuyu looked at Mito's calm look, so he didn't continue talking. A big man doesn't need to be twitchy. In the afternoon, they finally arrived at Uchiha's clan. When they saw Su Xiuyu and Uzumaki Mito beside him from a distance, the guards rushed to report to Madara. Xiuyu, you are finally willing to come back. Madara saw that Su Xiuyu had finally rushed back. Why did you bring the people from the whirlpool? They should be allies of Qinsho. Well, the Uzumaki clan will not intervene this time, only Senju and Uchiha. Uzumaki Mito and the other two should be my helpers this time. Madara, you know, the battle between you and Hashirama is inevitable. Even if the hatred between the two races can be put down, you will inevitably have to fight. I don't want to intervene in the destined struggle between you. Even if you have with the same dream, you also have to fight for an initiative. Needless to say, I know it. Madara reached out his hand to stop Su Xiuyu from continuing to explain. You are my younger brother, just like Quanna, you don't need to intervene between me and Hashirama. Su Xiuyu knew about Madara's arrogance, or for people other than Uchiha, there was no difference between Uchiha's arrogance and arrogance. Madara, if there is no accident, Uchiha will not need to worry about the alliance between the Uzumaki clan and the Senju clan in the future. The Uzumaki clan will slowly draw a clear relationship with the Senju clan and gradually turn into a neutral state. Madara glanced at Su Xiuyu in surprise, and asked suspiciously, you didn't give up your surname and chose to join the Whirlpool clan, did you? No. I'm still me. I don't know why the Uzumaki clan is willing to pay such a large amount of money, but I've also confirmed with Mito, and there shouldn't be any problems. Su Xiuyu knew that Madara would be rare now. Cleared up a lot of scruples, and answered Madara's doubts in the affirmative. I always feel that the Uzumaki clan is playing a big game of chess. Of course, this is good for you. Not surprisingly, you will be the one who will control the Uzumaki clan in the future. Madara thinks this is a good thing. Xiuyu really has his own power. The second Su Xiuyu helped Uchiha break Senchu's leg. That it is a good thing for the Uchiha family anyway. Since this is the case, I feel more at ease. Xiuyu, I always have a feeling that your connection with this world is too weak. Now there is a girl who likes you, a ninja who bets on you. You are right. Will there be more nostalgia in this world? Xiuyu was stunned for a moment. Yes, even though he had bonds with Hashirama, Madara, Uchiha clan, Mito, and Uzumaki clan to a greater or lesser degree, he was still out of the world, because I am really not from this world. Therefore, there is always an invisible barrier closing itself. Look at Mito present, Madara and Quanna in front of you, the Uchiha clansmen, and the interesting Uzumaki clan in Uzushio village, as well as Hashirama and the others. The world is truly unfolding in front of you. Before I knew it, I already had so much. Chapter 54 Mu Dun vs. Susan. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Today we will fight against Qianshou. May all the kings have prosperous martial arts. Early in the morning, the old and young people of Uchiha began to bid farewell to the people who went to the battlefield, carefully wiped the armor for his father, son, and brother, and fastened the skirt armor, and cherished them to come back alive. Looking at this solemn scene, Xiuyu and Mito didn't know what to say. It's good to just watch silently. The family members who are about to go to the battlefield, it's best not to let them see tears. With the belief that you must die, go forward. Uzumaki Masahiko rarely played a funny role, quietly watching Uchiha's practice. Okay. Is Uncle Masahiko feeling emotional? Sentimental things have long since disappeared. People like me who have lived to this day are basically numb. I have also experienced more than a dozen wars, large and small. How can there be any emotion? Peace is here. This era is the most luxurious thing. Let's go, Uncle Masahiko, we're done cleaning up. Mito, be careful not to leave the 10-meter radius around me on the battlefield. Your safety is guaranteed by me. Xiuyu repeatedly told Mito to pay attention to safety matters. Set off. At the end of Tanabe, the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan confronted each other. Madara, long time no see. Hashirama, we fought each other again. But this time, I can already fight to the other side. Hashirama. Madara pointed at Hashirama with the Uchiha fan and said, Hashirama, let's cut off the hatred today. As the head of the Uchiha clan and the head of the Senju clan. It's useless to talk too much. Shui Dun, Shui Long Bomb. Fei Jian directly raised his hand to Shui Dun. Uchiha bounces back. Madara directly uses the Uchiha fan to block the impact of the water dragon. Your opponent in Faima is me. Quanna got up and fought with Faima. Kill, Earth Dungeon Earth Dragon Bullet, Fire Dungeon Impatience Flower Claw Fire, Ninjutsu clashed on the battlefield, and it was a mess. Only the area where Madara and Hashirama were located was vacant. Both sides tacitly set aside the stage for the two of them. Hashirama, my eyes are no longer the Sharingans of the past, and finally it's time for us to fight again. Madara, I don't want these meaningless killings anymore. I don't want to attack you. Hashirama shook her head, not worried about Madara's new changes at all. Don't make it sound like you can beat me at any time. Hashi hot mom. It's useless to talk too much. Hua dun, hua quenching. Tuduan, Tuliobi. Different ninjutsu constantly collided and offset. The escape techniques of the two have reached their peak in their respective fields of expertise. Ordinary ninjutsu has no way to defeat the opponent. Hashirama, don't test each other. I have to be serious. Madara's eyes instantly connected with Goyu, and chakras emerged from the whole body, and arms and ribs changed. This is the power that resides in the eyes of our Uchiha clan, Susanoo. Hashirama, don't die easily. Would escape, four-pillar prison technique. Hashirama wanted to use the four-pillar prison to trap Madara, but Susanoo's arm easily broke the four-pillar prison. Hashirama, you don't think you want to subdue me with such a technique, do you? Would done. It's a great thing, but it's not enough. Hasira. How do you resist this trick? While speaking, Susanoo's bones began to grow a large amount of muscle, and then grew skin, with a chakra knife slung across his waist. At this time, Susanoo was already as high as, meters, Susanoo almost represents the power to destroy everything. The Uchiha clansmen back away. Quanna hurriedly directed the Uchiha clansmen to retreat, so as not to be involved in the aftermath of the battle between Madara and Hashirama. The clansmen of the Qianshou clan also retreated with me. Fei Jian led the clansmen and began to retreat. Now ordinary people are either dead or injured in front of Susanoo. It really is the evil Uchiha clan. This kind of power is extremely evil, full of tyrannical and destructive atmosphere. While watching the battle, Tomono waited for an opportunity to see if he could help his elder brother. Would escape. The world of trees descends. Hashirama clasped his hands together. Under the large piece of land, a small forest rose from the ground. The trees tried to entangle Susanoo, but they were constantly swept away by Madara's Susanoo. The giant trees in the tree world kept growing, but there was no way to trap Madara's Susanoo. At this time, both the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan gave up the fight, and now the two sides are clearly separated, watching the mythical battle scene of the head of their own clan. What is the status of the Patriarch's giant? Is it the power of our Uchiha clan? The Uchiha clan first awakened the kaleidoscope Sharingan, and no one knows the terrifying power of the kaleidoscope. I don't know, the former Patriarch Taijima-sama did not show this kind of power. But now I have to say that Madara-sama has indeed surpassed Taijima-sama, and our Uchiha has become even stronger, that every Uchiha clan is happy in their hearts. The stronger the Patriarch, the stronger the Uchiha clan. Of course, it would be better if the opponent Senju Hashirama didn't look like this. The wooden dungeon in Senchuzujin is also extremely terrifying. If that forest wasn't for Madara's Susanoo, no one else would have the confidence to escape from this technique. The Senchu clan also lamented the horror of the head of the family, Senchu Zhujian, who changed the terrain around here with a wave of his hand. Mu Dun and them used ninjutsu, so why is there such a big difference? The clansmen on both sides wanted to rush up to help, but they were all stopped by Tomoma and Quanna. After all, ordinary ninjas would die if they went up in this situation. Madara, stop. Now the war between the two clans has stopped temporarily. We don't need to fight anymore. Hashirama persuaded. Hashirama, it's just started, how can it stop? I haven't used my full strength yet. Hashirama, come on. After speaking, Madara instilled more chakra into Susanoo. Susanoo almost transformed from a half-length samurai directly into a full human form. Madara, stop, don't force me. Don't make it sound like you can beat me anytime. Would escape, the art of wooden dragon. A huge wooden dragon emerged from the ground, attached itself to Susanoo, and tightly wrapped around Susanoo, trying to destroy Susanoo. The wooden dragon summoned by Hashirama fought back and forth with Susanoo. Madara pulled out the chakra knife on the other side, and used the two swords to slash the wood dragon, although he successfully got rid of the shackles of the wooden dragon, but because the wooden dragon was too tough, he did not succeed in cutting the wooden dragon. Hashirama, use whatever abilities you have. Ha ha ha, this is the battle, please please me as much as you want. Hashirama. Chapter 55 The Fear Between the Doors. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiuyu and Mito also watched the battle between Hashirama and Madara. At this moment, Masahiko Uzumaki and Hibiki Uzumaki kept talking. Uchiha Xiuyu, what kind of technique is this giant Madara? It's so terrifying. Is it Uchiha's blood successor? But I haven't seen Taijima use it. Taijima would never rather die than fight. Keep this secret. There is also this technique in Jujin Wood Dun, which is unheard of. Is this the blood successor of Senchu? I am getting more and more incomprehensible in this world. We old guys are really going to die. Masahiko chattered. Xiang he couldn't help but said, Mito, we are really at the right place to come out this time. Otherwise, how would we get the opinion of the first song? Masahiko gave a rare agreement and nodded vigorously. The giant in Madara is called Susanoo, and the Uchiha family has been sublimated from the Sanguyu to the next stage. Kaleidoscope Sharingan can use this devastating technique of ultimate destruction. Susanoo. Named after God. Wood Dun in Jujien is a brand new blood successor born from Jujien's fusion of Earth Dun and Water Dun, Mu Dun, which is also full of unlimited potential. Su Xiuyu knew the situation of the two very well, so he made a simple answer for Uzumaki Masahiko and Uzumaki Xianghe. You can record these two kinds of information and pass them on from generation to generation within the Uzumaki clan, but don't leak them out. In the end, Su Xiuyu still urged not to divulge the information of the two. Masahiko and Xianghe nodded happily after hearing this. Okay, you know that our Uzumaki clan is best at keeping information secret, and no one except us can undo the sealing technique. Listen to Xiuyu, you still know a lot. Mito looked at Su Xiuyu suspiciously, his admiration always had such a confident look. Guess why I know Susanoo? You know, although it is not the first time that Susanoo has appeared in this world, this is indeed Uchiha's first kaleidoscope Sharingan, the first Susanoo. Su Xiuyu teased Mito. Mito thought for a while, could it be, Xiuyu, don't you open your eyes too? I almost forgot that you have Uchiha blood in your body. I didn't open the kaleidoscope, but I did master the Susanoo. Su Xiuyu blew his little secret. Can Xiuyu's news be recorded in Uzumaki's classics? Masahiko asked tentatively. Remember it. It's not a big secret, but it's still the same, don't spread it. Then why Xiuyu, how did you manage to open Susanoo even without the kaleidoscope Sharingan? Mito asked curiously. This question is a bit complicated, and it involves too much, so you don't have to think about it for now. Su Xiuyu patted Mito's head and said softly that it is still too early for this world to hear the news of the 6 levels. For more in-depth information, Mito also realized that it was inappropriate to continue asking. Obviously, she also realized that Su Xiuyu had many secrets, but as the little princess of the Uzumaki clan, she knew when to ask and when not to. This world really turned upside down all of a sudden. With the current strength of Uchiha Madara and Senjijuma, I'm afraid they might not be able to unify all the ninjas in the Land of Fire. You can also see a truly earth-shaking scene. It's almost interesting. After all, Hashirama and Madara haven't reached their peak yet. There is no doubt that within a year or two, they will both reach the peak quickly. Su Xiuyu thought to himself, where is it, Hashirama? I haven't learned the technique of the wooden man, the real thousands of hands and the fairy technique. Madara's complete body is Susanoo, and Susanoo has 9 tails, and the difficulty of the beast is still far behind. That's the time when the god of ninja was sung to the world. Mito, you and Uncle Masahiko are waiting here, I'm going to end this battle. Su Xiuyu's robe was flapped by the strong wind. I can't bear the impulse in my blood anymore. Be safe, Xiuyu. A gigantic rock giant emerged from the split earth, no less in size than Susanoo. Royal Soil, Rock Armor. The rock giant and Susanoo almost fought. Royal Soil Earth Lion Roll is also not inferior to Rock and Soil Lions, sweeping away towards the sea of trees between the pillars with rolling waves of soil. The clansmen watching the battle on both sides were startled, not knowing who was involved again. Xiuyu, come out. I know it's you. I also know that it's you, Xiuyu. No one else has this kind of earth escape except you. It was Su Xiuyu who rose from the head of the rock giant. Okay, it's almost over. Oh, that can't be done, since you have intervened. Let's finish the fight before leaving. Madara's warlike blood was already boiling. Su Xiuyu understands Madara's character, and it's not easy to say anything at this time. Let's fight first and then talk. After the Earth Lion Roll destroyed the sea of trees between the pillars, it stopped in front of the wooden dragon. The one rising from the position of the lion's head is also Su Xiuyu, but the one on this side is the Earth Avatar. Hashirama, long time no see. Let's stop fighting here. Let's chat for a while. When Zhu Jian saw that it was Su Xiuyu, he stopped, and was about to greet Su Xiuyu, when he heard Fei Jian yelling, Water Escape, Hard Vortex Water Blade. It was Fei Jian who was trying to sneak attack. It's a pity that the Earth Lion rolled a paw and sent the door flying. Sorry, Tabima may have mistakenly thought that you were going to help Uchiha Madara, so he made a sneak attack. I'll go see how he is. Well, go and see if he's dead. Su Xiuyu said angrily, there is just too much thought. Although this kind of decisiveness in killing was indeed lacking in Zhu Jian, but it would be too unflattering to treat his kindness as a donkey's liver and lungs. There were many ways to subdue him just now, but Xiuyu still gave him a paw with the earth lion roll, which was intentionally punishing him. Tima, why did you sneak attack on Xiuyu? Hashirama finally found the place where Fima was vomiting blood. Brother, his surname is Uchiha, Uchiha Xiuyu, am I afraid that he will deal with you? Tabima pretended to misunderstand after spitting blood, and turned his head away. Don't make decisions like this in the future. You are no longer Xiuyu's opponent now. If he hadn't shown mercy just now, you would definitely be seriously injured now. I don't understand, Xiuyu is a kind person, why are you fighting with him? Don't deal with it. Hashirama didn't quite understand why Fima always regarded Xiuyu as an imaginary enemy. Probably Uchiha Xiuyu is too scary. Big brother, it took him less than a year to catch up with you and Madara's more than 10 years of cultivation. Madara and big brother, you are already the first-class genius in the world, but Uchiha Xiuyu is even more terrifying. That's why you've been targeting Xiuyu. Yeah, all fears come from the unknown, Uchiha Xiuyu, I have to admit, it makes me feel scared and scared. And I never called him Xiuyu, I remember you said, that's how he introduced himself back then, right? I don't know if his name is real or not, but now his surname is Uchiha. Hashirama smiled, pointed to some people from the Uchiha clan around him and said, look at them, in fact, ordinary people will feel the fear in their bones when they look at me and Madara. Tabima, if you are afraid, invent more powerful ninjutsu. The stronger you are, the less timid you will be. Chapter 56 Anticlimactic Battle. You are listening at novelfull.audio. TCH, brother, you are still so naive. Now that Uchiha clan has Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Xiuyu as a pervert, what should our Senju clan do? Have you considered this issue carefully? Considering the worst possibility, Xiuyu's strength made him worry endlessly. Tabima, Madara and Xiuyu both agree with my plan. Sooner or later we will build a unified village together, and peace will be realized soon. Don't always worry about Uchiha. Hashirama looked earnest, thinking it is not so easy to change Tagama's mind. Brother, you are still so naive. Actually, I haven't tried my best yet, so Tabima, you have some confidence in your big brother. Hashirama comforted Tabima, but if he guessed right, Xiuyu didn't use his full strength either. Hashirama didn't tell Taboma what was in her heart. On the other side, Madara had already tied with Xiuyu. Madara's Susanoo was almost covered with cracks, and Xiuyu's rock-armored giant was about to shatter. Of course, both of them can repair Susanoo and rock-armored giant by strengthening the output of chakra. But it is not necessary. Madara's fighting enthusiasm gradually subsided, and he knew that he could not continue today's battle. There was already a big battle with Zhujian before, which consumed a lot of energy and chakra. Now that Xiuyu is reconciling, let's go down the steps. What's more, Xiuyu is also from the Uchiha clan, so there is no shame. Looking at the gradually subdued battlefield on both sides, they also relaxed. Uzumaki Mito hurried off and began to treat the injured Uchiha tribe. Uzumaki Masahiko and Uzumaki Katakuwa are the clansmen who are in charge of treating Senju. Fortunately, because the battle between Uchiha Madara and Senjutsu started relatively early, it means that the people of the two tribes were directly separated this time. No one died, and the most serious one was only disabled. Compared with previous wars, it was already a fluke. Madara is gasping for breath, and now Madara doesn't know that Kaleidoscope Sharingan will bring a huge burden to the body, and with the increase of use, the eyes will gradually become blind, especially the Wusu Susanoo like Madara. Both Hashirama and Madara represent the tribe coming to the edge of the ravine. After the battle between the two and Xiuyu's intervention, the ravine almost turned into a big lake. Let's stop today. I have no objection. The two felt that there was no need to continue at this point. They both wanted to build a village together, but the resentment of the clansmen was not exhausted. Even if the patriarch was willing, the clansmen under him were not. This time the war was anticlimactic, and both Senju and Uchiha were preserved, which is a good thing for the two races. Only after witnessing the cruelty of war can one feel the preciousness of peace. Madara and Hashirama looked at each other and didn't say much. They nodded to each other and turned back to their clan. Some young clansmen even sobbed silently. The luck of escape was very complicated. No one laughed at these young clansmen, and they risked their lives to go to the battlefield. "Let's go home," Madara yelled. "Yes, Patriarch." The returning team seemed so relaxed, and everyone was eager to see their families, parents, lovers, and children as soon as possible. "Look! The clansmen who went out are back. The old, the weak, the sick and the disabled in the clan field all came out at this time to welcome the family members back." Everyone found their own family members, even the unlucky ones with missing arms and legs smiled and hugged their families. Probably this is the moment when everyone can laugh and laugh after the first war. There is no shadow of death. Even the disabled are so fortunate. Mito and Xiuyu sighed at the side. Everyone who survived the catastrophe was so excited that they temporarily forgot the grief of the war. "Xiuyu, this is Uchiha. In fact, I can see that everyone is looking forward to peace. Let's find a way to build a village. Now we have the basic conditions." Madara also felt that he had lived up to the hope of the clansmen when he saw the happy clansmen. "Quanna and I both support you. What we need to do now is very simple. First put forward the idea of building a village, and give the clansmen a preliminary impression. Then we have to contact the Senju clan and form an alliance with the Senju clan. Once Uchiha forms an alliance with the Senju clan, we can use our strength to recruit more ninjas to join the newly established village. With enough ninjas and population, we can plan the address of the village and really start the construction of the village." Xiuyu suggested that Madara take it step by step. Madara also agreed. "Let's celebrate today. Xiuyu, don't run away. Let's not get drunk and come back together." "Xiuyu, I understand the truth, but what happened to Ling?" The sensible Mito finally couldn't help asking after Uchiha's triumphant return. That's right. When Mito first came to Uchiha, he planned to help Xiuyu tidy up his room, because everyone in the clan said that Xiuyu lived alone. Mito mistakenly thought that Xiuyu was an orphan, and planned to help him tidy up his house and furniture. It turned out that Xiuyu had a very young and beautiful maid named Ling. Before the expedition, Mito didn't want Xiuyu to be distracted, so he didn't mention this matter. Now that the war is over, Mito has to talk to Xiuyu. Too bad, Mito will settle the score after the fall. Xiuyu didn't expect Mito to make trouble now. Madara saw that the atmosphere was not right, so she found an excuse and left. After all, he is single and doesn't understand how men and women get along. "Quanna, didn't you say that there is a fire escape that is not easy to grasp? Let's go practice." Quanna also wanted to get out of the fire pit as soon as possible, and quickly responded, "Yes, yes. Why don't we go to the training ground to study?" The two hit it off and ran away quickly. Only Mito and Xiuyu were left at the scene. Masahiko and Xiangha, who are old and mature, had already run away when Mito mentioned Ling. "Ling is just a poor person I took in. She regards herself as a maid and takes care of my daily necessities. Nothing else." "No more, what else can there be?" Xiuyu said that he was a decent person. "Then why did you often hear the Uchiha tribe praise you for your good eyesight and picked a beautiful maid, but they didn't see it, only you have a good eye? Who the hell is spreading rumors behind his back?" "Nothing. Ling also happened to be there when the Blood Pool clan was wiped out. I didn't plan to stay." Seeing her kowtow begging for mercy just to save her child, she took Ling in with compassion. "You can find Uchiha people from Bo will ask for proof." After saying this, Xiuyu finally breathed a sigh of relief. "Let me meet Ling." Chapter 57 Uchiha's Clan Association. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Mito met Ling as she wished. She was indeed a beautiful and gentle woman. She pretended to be a maid. She said that Xiuyu saved her life, and if she needed to take it back, she would not complain at all. Mito is not a jealous person either. He just deliberately attracted Xiuyu's attention, reminding Xiuyu not to be a flirt. Ling is also a sensible maid, so there is no need to make things difficult for her. This matter has been resolved satisfactorily, and Ling is still in charge of daily life normally, but now there is one more Mito. Even Mito helped her with the housework. Ling was very grateful to Mito, and even planned to call Mito mistress in the future, but Mito was too embarrassed to accept it, and forced Ling to call herself Mito. At Ling's insistence, Mito will be called Mito-sama from now on. Master Xiuyu, Master Quanna came to inform that the clan meeting was held. I got it, Ling, I'll rush over right away. Xiuyu said he got it. Will Mito come with me? I won't go. After all, it's your Uchiha's clan association. It's not suitable for me to go. I'll just talk to Ling. Mito shook his head. Ah. Soon with all the clansmen arriving, Uchiha's clan meeting began. Madara, Xiuyu and Quanna were sitting in the front 3 seats, the 3 strongest members of the Uchiha clan, without any controversy. Everyone, this war with the Thousand Hands clan is over. Do you have any ideas? Are we going to keep fighting with the Thousand Hands clan like this? It will continue from generation to generation, fighting and hating each other. That the Uchiha clansmen had a heated discussion. What else? My father died at the hands of Qian Shou, and I want to avenge my father. My younger brother and elder brother both died on the battlefield with the Qianshuzi clan, and I can't give up my hatred. Yeah. How could the hatred between Uchiha and Senju be offset so easily? We were born to be opposite. Now that you are so powerful, Lord Patriarch, you must be able to lead us to destroy the Senju clan, right? Yes, Patriarch, shall we destroy the Thousand Hands clan in one go? I agree. I agree too. Yes, how can you let Qianshou go so easily? Kill them all. For a while, the crowd was excited, and hatred spread like wildfire. Suddenly there was a sob in the corner, the voice became louder and louder. It was a child of Uchiha. Uchiha Ehara, why are the clan members crying? I miss my brother who died. He died not long ago, but he was less than 10 years old when he died, and he didn't have time to appreciate the wonders of this world. Luckily, I'm still alive. Ehara, your younger brother died fighting for the Uchiha clan. He is a hero. What do you look like crying? I know, I just miss my brother. If I can, I hope that I am the one who died fighting for Uchiha. I am not afraid of death, and neither is my brother, but I really can't bear it, my little brother. Uchiha Ehara's words resonated with many Uchiha people. In this era, almost every household has several brothers and sisters, but after repeated battles, how many are left in the end? It even happened that the entire siblings of a certain family died from time to time. Everyone is not afraid of dying for Uchiha. What everyone is afraid of is the silent death of their relatives and friends. Several younger Uchiha people also cried. The older clansmen kept silent, showing sad eyes. Although Uchiha looks like a crazy ninja, in fact, under the crazy appearance is a fiery heart. The love of relatives, brothers, parents and children, Uchiha is heavier than anyone else. Xiuyu looked at the performance of the clansmen, and winked at Madara and Quanna, and they immediately understood what Xiuyu meant. My clansmen, I know your pain. My father Taijima also died in the war with Senju. I know that every clansman has his own grief, so I have always hoped to build a real village, alive together and have a peaceful and quiet village. The clansmen looked up at their almost unrivaled patriarch, not yet understanding what the patriarch meant. Does the patriarch mean that we Uchiha will rebuild a village? Just like the Uzumaki clan? But what's the point? We will still fight Senju, Kagaya, and Shimura clan. The tribe is unknown. What bye-bye meant, he looked at his patriarch suspiciously. No, what the patriarch means is that we join hands with the Thousand Hands clan to build a brand new village. That's right, as long as we join hands with the Thousand Hands clan, we can quickly pacify the entire warring states. It's strong, and there isn't any ninja clan that can be an enemy after we join forces. Xiuyu helped Madara express his heart. If the Uchiha clan reacted too violently, there would be a turnaround. All the clansmen were shocked by Xiuyu's words. After all, for thousands of years with the Thousand Hands clan, either you die or I die, and today I suddenly want to talk about joining forces with the Thousand Hands clan, and everyone can't react for a while. After reacting, there was a burst of confusion. Impossible, absolutely impossible, I would rather die than join forces with the Thousand Hands clan. I have no way to forget the past hatred. Yes. No matter what, I want to avenge my brother. Both my brother and father died at the hands of the Thousand Hands clan. It is impossible for me to accept alliance with them. I am still thinking about how to get revenge. Quiet. Xiuyu saw that the audience was in an uproar. I'm just making a suggestion, don't be so emotional. What's more, the grief of the patriarch is no less than yours. The former patriarch Tian Dao died in the Thousand Hands clan. Patriarch Madara's brothers also died in the Thousand Hands clan. It's not that the patriarch can't understand your pain, he understands your pain better than anyone else. Because these pains are the same, tormenting him day and night. Xiuyu's words quieted the excited scene again, and the low-pitched weeping could be clearly heard again. Xiuyu, you should have heard what I said. As the patriarch, I hope to lead my clansmen to obtain a stable and peaceful living environment. After all, no one wants their children to go to war in the future. Madara looked at the tribe domineeringly and said, and now we have the ability to protect our tribe. I will lead you to a new era. After finishing speaking, Susanoo quickly unfolded, and the huge chakra giant was full of oppression. Patriarch. 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 There is no doubt that Uchiha Madara has completely secured the position of patriarch in this war with Senju. Susanoo's godlike performance completely conquered the hearts of the people. Chapter 58 The Village of Dead Bones. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Clan people, you must believe in the power of Uchiha. In my eyes, reside the gods of peace and destruction. Quanna, show it, so that the clan people will not lack confidence. Quanna didn't hesitate when she heard what her elder brother said, and a huge Susanoo appeared on her body, but it was only the first stage of Susanoo. Please believe in Big Brother, we are not far from peace. Izumi's Susanoo has completely awakened the confidence of the Uchiha people, and now some Uchihas even feel arrogantly that the Uchiha family alone can pacify the country of fire. Madara looked at Xiuyu, and then shouted to the clansmen, and we also have Uchiha Xiuyu, who is no less powerful than me. Now we have sufficient strength to join hands with Senju to completely put down this damn troubled world. After we quell the troubled times, we will no longer have to be displaced, and our children, parents and brothers will no longer be forced to go to the battlefield. Everyone think about it carefully. This troubled world will definitely end in our hands. That the words of the patriarch, Quanna, and Xiuyu made the Uchiha clan deeply moved. After the meeting, almost every family that participated in the clan meeting tossed and turned in bed, unable to sleep. Madara, don't worry. After all, the gap between the Uchiha and the Senju clan is too deep. It is unrealistic for the two clans to abandon their prejudices and directly form an alliance if one clan meeting is to solve the problems left over from history. Xiuyu could see that Madara was still a little frustrated of. The current Madara is not an old Madara, has not been fooled by the black, and has not given up on this world. Now Madara still cares about the Uchiha clan very much. Quanna also began to comfort Madara, but Madara recovered quickly, thinking about how to achieve the unified task as soon as possible. Actually, I think the Uchiha clan still needs to vent their emotions. It may be too early to unite with Senju, but we can do some preparatory work first. For example, let's go to the Kagaya clan to take revenge and let the clan people vent their emotions. Xiuyu's proposal was not unreasonable. Madara and Quanna both agreed to Xiuyu's proposal. It's just that the poor Kagaya clan didn't know that they were about to face the catastrophe of the Uchiha clan. Xiuyu also silently apologized to the Huii clan in his heart. I'm sorry, but even if I don't mention it, Chio Madara and Uchihaji will never forget it. If you want to blame, you can blame yourself. Xiuyu comforted himself. 2 days after the Uchiha clan stabilized, Madara led dozens of elite members of the clan to attack the Kagaya clan. Only a few dozen elites participated in the battle this time. On the one hand, it was to reduce unnecessary sacrifices. On the other hand, Xiuyu and Quanna were both present in the raid on Madara. The three of them could sweep the Kagaya clan. These dozens of tribesmen brought them along and mainly to increase their knowledge. According to the information of the Earth Spider clan, the Kagaya clan lives in a remote village in the Land of Fire. Soon the group found the gathering place in the intelligence. Traces of the Hui clan's activities can be seen from a distance. After all, the shapes and clothing of the Kagaya clan are quite conspicuous, and they are very easy to identify based on their characteristics. Fire escape, extinguished the mighty fire. Fire escape, extinguished fire. Madara and Quanna bear the brunt of the attack directly, which is the fire escape that the Uchiha clan is best at. Enemy attack. Hui Banxiao was the first to discover the enemy attack, and let out a roar to inform the other clansmen. Kagaya Itabashi, stay safe. Thanks to your care, my sister Uchiha Hari is still seriously injured. Are you ready to die now? Madara went straight to the center of Kagaya village, laughing wildly. Isn't this the kid from the Uchiha family? Where's Taijima? You're not my opponent, let your father come out. Kagaya Itabashi's impression seems to have stayed a year ago, and he only remembers being with the Zuezaki clan at that time, the Uchiha of the sneak attack battle. I'll take you to hell today. As for Taijima's father, you won't have a chance to meet him. Boy. Shigumai, 10 bone-piercing bullets. Madara directly used the Uchiha fan to easily block Kagaya Itabashi's 10 bone-piercing bullet. Mere rubble, not half as good as me. Uchiha Madara's arrogant appearance completely irritated Kagaya Itabashi, and the bones of the bones, maiden of the iron flower, Maya of the iron Hana directly sent Madara, who was resisted by the Uchiha fan, flying out. You brat dare to yell at me with this strength. Hui Yi is the strongest. Cut. Bah. Madara spat out the dust in his mouth. Susanoo. A huge skeleton arm grabbed Kagaya Itabashi directly in his hand. This is the real power of the Uchiha clan. Kagaya Itabashi, you are honored to die in Susanoo after going to hell. Tell your people about my Uchiha's reputation. Susanoo's arm tried hard to crush Kagaya Itabashi directly, but it failed for a while. Oh, the bones of the Shigumai blocked Susanoo's palm. I have to praise you, Kagaya Itabashi, for being able to struggle in Susanoo's hand. I want to take back what I said before. You barely compare, the grit is much stronger. Dense bones protruded from Kagaya Itabashi's body, and he directly broke free from the incomplete Susanoo's hand. Susanoo's palm was covered with cracks. Kagaya Banxiao, who landed on the ground, began to vomit blood. All members of the Hui clan obey orders. Break out immediately, regardless of the young and old, break out immediately if you can. Go to another country, far away from the Land of Fire. It is best to go to the sea. Run. This is my last order. In the past, the Kagaya clan enjoyed the fun of fighting, but today's Kagaya clan has reached a critical moment of life and death. All Kagaya elders, let the Uchiha clan bastards see our Kagaya's last courage. Kagaya Itabashi himself planned to fight to the death with the clansmen who couldn't escape, and bought some time for some clansmen to escape. If you ask Kagaya Itabashi whether he regrets attacking the Uchiha clan, Kagaya Itabashi will definitely not regret it. The Kagaya clan enjoys fighting, and there is no saying that they will never regret fighting. It's a pity that Hui Yi is not completely crazy yet. If he doesn't run away, then Hui Yi will be wiped out today. This is the last bone vein of our Hui. Hui Banxiao and several elders of the Hui clan gathered together, obviously planning to make a final struggle. The people of Uchiha retreat immediately. Be careful of Kagaya Itabashi's dying struggle. Bone veins, Dance of Early Ferns x8. Kagaya Banxiao and the rest of the Kagaya elders released the Dance of Early Fern at the same time, and the whole land suddenly turned into a forest of bones and pierced upwards. Excessive, they struggled to release all the chakra, and the entire bone forest was still growing, constantly destroying everything around them. Even the members of the Hui tribe who did not escape were dying in the bone forest. Even if you have this giant to protect you, the Uchiha tribesmen who you have no time to retreat will still die in the Dance of Sawara. Ha ha ha, Madara, I will not be alone with your tribe. Kagaya Itabashi knows that death is not far away. Well, when this bone forest grows to the end, it will be the time for him and the elders to die. Dance of the Fern is about to drain the chakra from them. This move is also the final killing move. Oh, why do you think that something will happen to my people? Madara crossed his arms and looked at Kagaya Itabashi contemptuously. Impossible. The range of the dance of the early Fern dance is so wide, it is impossible for your clansmen to escape in time. Kagaya Itabashi didn't believe Madara's sophistry at all. With a boom, two giants rose from the ground in the distance. One was a chakra giant similar to Uchiha Madara, and the other was a rock giant. That I and the hands of the two giants are the Uchiha tribe rescued by Quanna and Xiuyu from the bone forest. Kagaya Itabashi saw this scene and only spit out a mouthful of blood. I didn't expect that after so many years of fighting with Uchiha Taijima, he would die in the hands of his son. He has no ability to resist. Ha ha ha. Dance of Early Fern. Kagaya Itabashi and a few burst out the last chakra, and the bone forest grew again, covering the entire Kagaya's clan. At least, we still protected a little bit of the tribe, hoping they can survive on the opposite sea. After speaking, Kagaya Itabashi, who had exhausted his chakra, and several elders of Kagaya closed their eyes. Chapter 59 The Crisis of Quanna. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Forget it, the remaining members of the Kagaya clan don't need to chase after them anymore. It's meaningless. Madara looked at the dead Kagaya Itabashi, and gave up the idea of continuing to chase and kill the Kagaya clan. Kagaya Itabashi died proudly in his own technique, although he hated Itabashi Kagaya Uchiha Madara, but Itabashi Kagaya fought to the death in a desperate situation and let Madara see his strength. These Kagaya elders and Kagaya Itabashi have left the Kagaya clan with a bloodline, which makes Uchiha Madara hard to hate. The news that the Kagaya clan, a strong clan in the warring states period, was destroyed by the Uchiha clan spread like wildfire, and soon spread throughout the Fire Nation, and even spread to farther countries. The Uchiha clan has a great reputation, surpassing the Senju clan one after another in momentum, and there is a faint tendency to become the largest clan in the Fire Country. The tribesmen also celebrated the victory after the victory, singing and dancing. What's more, they even visited the place where the Kagaya clan was exterminated, and the whole village was still standing with bones like a forest. Combat can be described as thrilling. However, with such strength, the Uchiha clan was not injured at all. For a time, the power of the Uchiha clan rose greatly, and all the ninja clans in the Land of Fire were in panic for a while, especially the Sarutobi clan, the Shimura clan, and the Uchiha clan have never had a good relationship, and now they are even more frightened, fearing that they will end up with the Kagaya clan. Aside from these ordinary ninjas, the Chinsho clan has also fallen into panic recently. After all, Uchiha is now in the limelight, and Senju and Uchiha are traditional enemies. Brother, Uchiha has become a time bomb now. Especially the high-end combat power of our Senju and Uchiha has been out of balance. Uchiha is still using Uchiha Xiuyu now. Brother, are you not in a hurry? I was so anxious that I turned around. After all, the current Feijian has not yet reached the level of being flattered or humiliated in later generations. Tabima, I have received a letter from Madara. He is already working hard to integrate the Uchiha clan and plans to unite us to build a real village. Tabima, my dream is about to come true. Hashirama saw Madara's letter is very exciting, and I feel that my dream is in front of me. Brother, do you really believe in Madara? What if this is just his plan to delay the attack? Tabuma always had a skeptical attitude towards the Uchiha clan. Tokaima, don't always target the Uchiha clan. Weijian died at the hands of Uchiha, how can you tell me to believe them? Tabuma roared. Zhujian was stunned, thinking of his younger brother Qiansho Weijian that he died under the siege of several Uchihas at a young age. I am also very sad, but it is precisely because I have seen too many tragedies that I hope to build a real village, so that everyone will no longer fight each other, and children can go to the battlefield without being so young. Weijian doesn't want you to wallow in the grief of the past. What's more, didn't Madara's younger brother also die at the hands of our Thousand Hands? We don't want such a tragedy to happen again. This is the meaning of our village. Humph, evil Uchiha. Tabuma scolded Uchiha and turned away. Zhujian is also very helpless. His younger brother has been very independent since he was a child, and now that he has grown up, he is even more unwilling to listen to his advice. Tabima, who left, decided to help the Senju clan eradicate Uchiha, so that the unbalanced forces could be restored to balance. The object that Tamona aimed at was Uchiha Izumi. Madara already has a mature combat power, and Uchiha Xiuyu is not an opponent that can be solved by sneak attack at this stage. There is no doubt that Uchiha Quanna is the best target. Tokaima has recently developed a new space ninjutsu, Flying Thunder God Jutsu. Whenever Quanna makes a small mistake, Tamama is sure to kill it instantly. As long as Uchiha Quanna is killed, the combat power of the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan will return to balance again. Hashirama didn't know that Tamona had already set his sights on Uchiha Quanna. It can be said that Hashirama and Madara's wish for peace was full of twists and turns after all. Tokaima slowly inquired about the news, and finally found an opportunity for Uchiha Quanna to travel alone. This time, Quanna is in charge of leading the tribe to conduct material transactions with the Fire Nation officials. Due to the recent chaos, Quanna is not at ease about the safety of supplies. After all, the Uchiha clan has a big business and consumes a lot, so there must be no mistakes in supplies. A shuriken in the middle of the door caught Uchiha Quanna's attention, and was then attracted to the river beach alone. Tabima, don't hide, I already smell the stench on your body. Quan Nai has already found out that the visitor is Tabima, and they are all old acquaintances on the battlefield. No matter how you cover it up, there is no way to completely cover it up. Humph, evil Uchiha, you know it's me and dare to chase him out. Now that Quanna has seen through her whereabouts, she just showed up directly. Tabima, you think too highly of yourself. Under these eyes, everything about you will be invisible. Are you here to admit defeat? Uchiha Izuna has not been well since she opened the kaleidoscope. I have used the power of the kaleidoscope, but my self-confidence has never been greater. Susanoo's combined offensive and defensive power gave him the confidence to look down on the world.Su. Quan Nai didn't take Toikuma seriously at all, and of course it didn't matter that Toikuma deliberately drew herself out. Don't worry, Tabuma, I will let you go in the end. You won't die. Big words. A kunwu flew past Quan Nai's face. In Shulunyan, this kunai seems to be in slow motion. Do you think it will disturb me? Quan Nai smiled contemptuously. Fei Lei Shinjan. Fei Jian suddenly appeared in kunai's position. A slash deeply hurt Quan Nai. Quan Nai's astonished eyes still couldn't understand why Fei Jian suddenly appeared beside her, and spit out a big mouthful of blood after enduring the severe pain. He opened the Susanoo to wrap himself. Cut, you haven't died yet. It seems that there is no chance. Tamona heard the news that the Uchiha tribe was coming, and hurriedly left the scene using the instant body technique. Quanna, what's wrong with you? Why are you injured so badly? Damn it. This wound is too deep. Hurry up, bring Quan Nai back to the clan, hurry up. After persevering until the arrival of the tribe, Quan Nai finally couldn't bear the pain, his eyes darkened, and he passed out. It didn't take long to rush back to the clan. Patriarch, Xiuyu quickly rescue Quan Nai. Quan Nai is seriously injured. That when Madara rushed over and saw Quanna covered in blood, she almost didn't go crazy. Madara, calm down. I'm here. Go and invite Mito over, as well as Masahiko. Xiuyu told Madara to calm down quickly, and immediately set out to rescue Quanna himself. I still wondered in my heart that Quan Nai's injury was much earlier than the original history, and he was caught off guard. In fact, it was precisely because of the appearance of Xiuyu that the power imbalance between Uchiha and the Senju clan was caused, which made Tamona take the risk to get rid of Quanna early on. Xiuyu tried his best to stop the bleeding with the palm immortal technique. Mito stitched up Quanna's wound, and the two cooperated with each other to rescue Quanna. Madara, don't walk around, don't worry, with Xiuyu and Mito taking action, Quanna will be fine. Masahiko looked at the anxious Madara even more upset. After hearing Masahiko's words, Madara couldn't reprimand him. After all, he came to help, and he belonged to the Uzumaki clan. so he had no reason to show him face. The door opened, and Madara rushed in. "How is Quanna?" "Don't worry, Madara, with me here, Quanna can't die." Xiuyu and Mito also took great effort to successfully rescue Quanna. If it weren't for the two of them, Quanna would probably not be able to pass this test. "That's good. That's good." Madara finally slumped on the ground and began to gasp for breath. The news of Quanna's serious injury hovered over his heart like a poisonous snake, and now he can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Madara now doesn't want to lose a loved one. Chapter 60 Spearheading. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Uchiha Izuna's narrow escape was already contrary to the history that Xiuyu knew, but Xiuyu didn't care about the trajectory of Hokage's history, and he didn't deliberately maintain the idea of history. "You followed Uchiha Quanna, didn't you even see the murderer?" Although Uchiha Madara was glad that Quanna escaped from the dead, he was still quite dissatisfied with the clansmen who were responsible for escorting the supplies. Even though the attack on the clansmen was not expected this time, it is really unreasonable that the murderer was not even seen in the end. "I'm sorry, Patriarch, we really didn't see the murderer. The murderer first used a shuriken to attract Senna-sama's attention, and then started at the river beach. We are worried that there will be accidents and supplies that need to be guarded." Several members of the clan bowed their heads in shame. Although the Uchiha clan was proud, they stood at attention and were beaten when they made mistakes. "Forget it, I can't blame you. After all, the opponent can even attack and kill Quanna, and his strength is definitely not low. Quanna is out of danger now, and you don't need to blame yourself too much." Madara didn't blame the tribe too much. After all, the person who attacked Quanna was definitely not a mediocre person. After the tribe left, Madara and Xiuyu sat next to Quanna. Quanna has not yet regained consciousness due to her serious injuries. "Madara, if there are no accidents, I can probably be sure who did it." Xiuyu didn't intend to hide it either. 9 times out of 10, Togama did it. Now the only one who can win against Quanna in the fire country is you, Hashirama and I, and Tabima, who is evenly matched with Quanna, unless there are people from other countries. But obviously, people from other countries have no motive to come and attack Quanna. Deliberately offending the Uchiha clan does not do any good. You and I, and Hashirama's victory over Quanna, but Quanna saw that it was impossible for Hashirama to fight against Hashirama in a foolish way, not to mention that Hashirama's spells are open and closed, so there is a high probability that it will be the door. It's time. You can ask Hashirama directly. Madara stood up with a loud sound. "Xiuyu, you sit in the Uchiha clan, I'll go find Hashirama." "Don't fight, Madara, even if you fight, don't hurt other Thousand Hands clansmen, vent your anger and find Hashirama and Feijian. After all, you still want to unite to put down the nation of fire." Xiuyu didn't persuade much. As Madara has always been belligerent, it is useless to say more. "Don't worry, I have my sense of proportion." Ban 2 left without looking back. Hey, I didn't see that you seem to have a sense of proportion at all," Xiuyu complained silently. "Looking at my system panel, it is obvious that my immortal body has advanced, and with Yang done well, I can use Wood done as expected. Although many of Mu Dun's big moves can't be used, it is enough to have a wooden clone gone." "Would escape, would clone." Xiuyu separated a wooden clone to follow Madara silently behind. "Now I'm afraid that there will be too much trouble and there will be no way to end it. I don't know if the alliance will be delayed until the year of the monkey." "Hashirama. Tabima. Come out." Madara shouted directly at the gate of the Senchu clan. "Patriarch, Uchiha Madara is shouting at our door. I think he is only one person. Do you want us to go together?" "No, you stay at the clan grounds at ease, I'll go meet Madara." Hashirama hurried out, specifically asking the clansmen not to interfere. Damn it, did Madara come to the door so soon? Find a big brother to take a chance to kill Madara. Tabuma wondered how Madara knew it was the Senju clan who did it, and wondered if there was a chance to kill Uchiha Madara. "Madara, why are you here?" Hashirama greeted the angry Madara. "What about Tokina? Dare to attack and kill Quanna, why can't you hide now?" Madara became even more furious when he saw that Tokina didn't show up. What are you talking about, Madara? Didn't you come to discuss an alliance? What happened to Quanna? Don't talk about it, big brother. I'm going to attack Quanna. I guess he's almost dead now. Tamona appeared next to Hashirama in an instant, acknowledging the attack and killing. It's not that Faima didn't have the courage to admit it, but it was a pity that Faima didn't know that Quanna had been rescued by Xiuyu. Why do you want to do this? It's rare that we all started to discuss the alliance with Uchiha. Why do you do this kind of thing? Hashirama didn't understand why Toika did this. Brother, now the Uchiha clan has Madara, Quanna, Xiuyu. We Senju clan only have you and me. Our high-end combat power is out of balance, don't you understand, big brother? Are you going to attack and kill Quanna just because of this inexplicable reason? Damn it! Susanoo. Madara directly attacked Susanoo, intending to use physical means to punish Tamama. Madara, don't be so impulsive. Hashirama tried to persuade Madara to calm down, but it was obvious that Madara, who had almost killed his brother, couldn't calm down at all. Susanoo almost avoided Senju's clan, and Madara had already exercised restraint. After the wooden ingot wall blocked the first wave of impact, Hashirama had no choice but to fight Madara in a further direction to avoid the thousand hands from being affected. Would escape, the birth of the tree world, a forest rose from the ground. Hashirama, do you think this move can still trap me? This time Madara's Susanoo has a more solid body, and there is no doubt that Madara's control over Susanoo has improved to a higher level. Susanoo swung his sword down, and the tree boundary between the pillars was constantly being cleared. Even if the trees in the tree boundary continued to grow, they could not resist Susanoo's double swords. Damn it, using Susanoo put such a heavy burden on the body. Madara also vaguely realized that using Susanoo puts a huge burden on the body, but any ninjutsu may have side effects. Madara didn't care too much that it's just that the vision of the eyes will become blurred when using it. At this time, Madara still doesn't know the huge side effects of Kaleidoscope Sharingan. Later, Sasuke even started to use the kaleidoscope wantonly a few times before he was completely blind. There was chaos on the battlefield. This time, Hashirama even used the juvenile jutsu, but the juvenile Hashirama who has not yet reached its peak does not have a towering volume, but is slightly taller than Susanoo. Hashirama also noticed that although Madara had the idea of killing Tamona, he tried his best to restrain himself. After all, this battle was careful to avoid the clan of the Senju clan, and he blamed Tamama for being reckless. The hilltops around the two fought were cracked, and the winner has not yet been decided. Madara felt that her body was getting more and more painful, and it became more and more difficult for Susanoo to control it. All of a sudden, his eyes went dark. Susanoo suddenly disappeared. Hashirama hurriedly stopped. Tabima, who was watching the battle from the sidelines, found a good opportunity to flying Raijin Jean. A flying Raijin moved behind Madara, and then was about to sneak attack. Suddenly a rock pillar rose from the ground and stabbed at Feijian. Damn it! Faima had to give up, and a flying thunder god returned to the original point. Feijian, sneak attack is not a good habit. The person who came was Xiuyu, who had not intervened until Feijian was planning to sneak attack again. TCH, there's another spoiler here, Uchiha Xiuyu. Tabuma was very afraid of Uchiha Xiuyu, and didn't plan to sneak attack after finding Xiuyu coming. Blade, how's it going? Xiuyu asked, looking at Madara who was bending over as if about to vomit. I don't know what's wrong, but it shouldn't be a big problem. My body hurts badly. It seems that the side effects of the kaleidoscope are getting worse.